reach it forward a little bit down. Thanks, Annie. No, put your feet back up now. Morning, guys. How we doing? Saturday morning. Just actually said we sat down. I've sat this side and I feel like clearly you know who we are. Difference between us. But Ant and Dec, we realised, you know, they always stand in the same place, don't they? Because no one actually really knows which way around they are. It's the taller one. But as you look at the TV, on the left, standing on the right, and Dec's the smaller one.
Everybody knows who Ant and Dec are.
Yeah, they do know who they are as a pair, no. But can they identify each individual one?
Of course, because one of them's Declan Donnelly. And you know that he's the shorter one.
Right. So, another funny thing actually to do with that is, way back when I used to work for Fitness First, I worked with another manager. It was actually my health and fitness manager first when I was a PT, and then he moved up, and then we've kind of moved up together. And so we were both general managers, and we used to go to these conferences and things, and they'd have like a do in the evening or whatever, a bit of a dinner, and then disco and stuff. And me and Neil, my mate Neil, we used to do. We had this dance we used to do, and so we've got this kind of nickname, Ant and Dec of the northern region of Fitness First, which was great.
What an acclamation!
I know what I think, and he actually is a Geordie as well. So you know, it's partly there. Yeah, it's cool, eh? You know, Ant and Dec of Fitness First in the north. Wow, what an accolade. There we go. So, Saturday morning, 2nd of May, here we are.
This is my second Saturday morning to be up, because I was also up at 4 o'clock in the morning when the speaker had been left on in the night.
This one?
Huh? And as it was running out of charge, started to make an incredibly loud noise every few minutes to let me know it was running out of charge.
That's good of it.
And I had to go, but I didn't know what it was, so I had to go around the house trying to work it out. I thought there was an alarm coming from the back garden. It was very confusing.
That is crazy. I'll tell you what is also funny about that speaker. Obviously, we'll charge it up and use it for its purpose at some point, probably today, doing a little bit of music or something, we don't know. But as if one of the kids has been using it, connected to their Kindle or whatever, if you switch it back on and it's still connected, you can tell what they're listening to straight away because it comes straight through. So I was listening to some wonderful dance pop stuff last week, and I realised that I was going to switch that back off again quickly.
Oh, it's like stupid Minecraft songs. I don't know.
Those parody songs are clever.
They are clever.
But they get annoying after a little while.
Fast.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning.
Although, to be fair, do you remember Barbie Girl song?
Yeah.
So we can't really complain about Minecraft, can we?
We can't. And so they're really cool. And if the kids are on, they've got their own Spotify accounts, but sometimes they go onto a device and excuse me, our Spotify accounts are logged in, so I end up with a playlist of best Minecraft songs 2020 onto my account, which is great fun. If you've never heard Groot from Marvel and Yoda have a rap battle, that is actually very clever. It's actually a very clever song. Yeah. So we've hit the weekend again, and hopefully it's a time when you can relax and the weather's looking good, and we can just reflect on probably what's gone in April and March.
It's May.
It's May. It's the 2nd of May. Did you not clock that yesterday?
Yeah, I did, because I wanted to give you Pinch Punch first of the month, but
I missed out.
Pinch Punch second of the month.
I get 2 punches. Got 2 punches then.
because it's the second.
Oh, come on, one each. Good fun. Yeah, so I've just scheduled a little quick post actually in my MW Fitness online group to say whatever you've done this month, because we've been running a 28-day challenge in that group, whatever you've done this month, even the very fact of keeping active, exercise, eating well most of the time, that's an achievement in itself for most of us, because of what's happening with social distancing, isolation, and just having that day-by-day positive mindset is enough. You know, that's a win. That's to be celebrated. That's the progression. And if there's other stuff on top of that that's good in terms of the health and fitness side, if you manage to maintain or lose weight or get a bit fitter, even better. But you know, just that steady consistency, keeping going, is a big win.
Mm-hmm.
I think for anyone, I'm counting it as a win. We're still you know, happy, functioning, going well as a family after as many days it is. I usually look at Natalie's Instagram story in the morning around about 10 o'clock because she does a daily thing on her chalkboard at home.
Does she?
Yeah, she does a boomerang of that. So then I know how many days it is since the 24th of April, which is kind of when isolation properly started. It was the 23rd, wasn't it?
Mm.
When all the closing of businesses and everything like that happened. So yeah, that's how I keep up to date with it. So I think it's either day 39 or something today, or
I think
whatever
it's
it
going to
is.
feel really weird after
Yeah,
going back to, you know, it's been long enough to get into a bit of a rhythm. It's been long enough to feel like you're building routine.
it's a little bit like, for me, or nanny, it's a little bit like the 6 weeks holidays when you were a kid, and school isn't that stressful. I think when you were in primary school, it didn't used to be back in the 80s. It was nice, you know. You went to school, you saw your friends. A lot of us were in these kind of older Victorian buildings or whatever, and you know, teachers were lovely and they didn't have the pressure of Ofsted and things like that. So they just did the activities and things and the learning that they wanted you to do. And then there wasn't even SATs when I was at school, so then they would
You're old.
I know, do the testing that suited what you'd been learning, and yeah, great. And then the 6 weeks holiday came along, and
And look at that, everyone turned out okay.
you know,
Gracious,
exactly,
we
there
can
is
all
that.
read and write.
That's a different topic. And you did all the cool summer stuff. My memories, and we've talked about this, of summer are lovely days for 6 weeks non-stop, no rain, nothing bad, great every day, all that sort of thing.
I think you just remember the nice stuff.
Yeah, you do. You know, getting around towards the end of August into September, just before you go back, and evenings are a bit cooler and it's getting a little bit just
Like, I
dipping
remember
darker and all
every
that.
autumn there being like piles of leaves that you could kick and jump in,
Totally.
and they were all dry and crisp. I don't remember them being soggy and smulchy.
Exactly, we maintain those memories. And I think that's kind of what this period feels like. Is that, I mean, it is for a lot of people it is hard and it is a slog and it is really difficult. But in some ways it's a bit like we're doing the 6 week holidays, and as with most things that are fairly positive, we'll probably look back at some point and say, well, these were the positives of that time. And then the memories will be like the 6 weeks holidays. I remember 2020 when we
all
couldn't do
stayed
anything
home.
for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and we went to the supermarket and stood in a queue to go in. Those things, and it become
Oh
that.
my goodness, I saw these two girls.
I tell you,
Come
it's
to,
the
I'm
most-
sorry, I can't not tell you this. Okay, so I was at the queue for Aldi, and these two girls arrived separately. Okay, so they definitely were not together and pretending to be apart, which clearly happens. But they'd arrived separately,
I'll do that.
and
no, it's not stiff. That's for you. I'm sorry.
and they happened to end up behind each other in the queue. They maintained a 2 metre distance and then passed a cig between each other. I'm like, honestly, absolute genius. I
Is
don't
it
think
genius?
it counts.
That just takes me back to when I was a teacher. I had to go on to yard duty, basically. This is when I was a teacher at Souls, and the kids were like, they were rapid. They could get out, smoke
Sounds
a
like you were
cigarette.
in jail. Yard duty.
Yard duty. Well, the dentists were told to keep their kids in and keep
Yeah.
other people out. Yeah, they could get outside,
Kind of like a jail.
smoke a cigarette, and kind of disappear again faster than I could get from my classroom to where I was supposed to be in the yard. And to be fair, some of them I had this little deal of, if you can do that, you're not going to get into trouble, because it's hard for some people to go, 6 hours of school without a cigarette, especially if you started smoking when you were 10. Which obviously is really sad.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you
know,
laugh,
it's an
but it is
actual,
sad.
it's an actual thing. And then if there was some bushes that they'd planted, and obviously the school was fairly new when I worked there, and I worked there the old building was knocked down and then the new one was put up, and then went back to work there. And these bushes were kind of probably just above knee high. So some of the kids would actually lie down in these bushes on the back, and then this little puff of smoke would come up. Be like, hey, come on, come out the bushes now. Not doing anything, sir, not doing anything. yeah, whatever.
Sunbathing behind the bushes.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know what that says about the lengths people go to have a cigarette.
Oh, super sad.
Yeah, it is a bit. It is a bit. But, you know, staying positive, you know, I don't know if many people watching this will smoke. You know, that's fine.
It's not fine, don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm looking at this. Absolutely, anyone that's watching or has already clicked on this morning definitely doesn't smoke. Or might have done in their misspent youth period, you know, like a couple of years trying to fit in being cool.
Well,
But-
like it's generally
Morning,
speaking,
Joe.
you're the one that's like completely way more non-politically correct than me.
Yes.
And we'll be out places, and I'm like, oh my days, he needs a leash. This is awful. And then sometimes you'll say things, and I'm like, I just can't even. I can't pretend that I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I can't.
I guess it depends on the forum in terms of the audience. A lot of times.
Definitely.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's totally inappropriate. And really, I'm blaming Craig for that. He's watching now. You know.
blame Craig for Mark's inappropriateness.
Well,
Good.
for, you know, Craig's the same all the time. And it was inappropriate. He's just inappropriate. That's what happens.
But do you know what I love?
Yeah.
Craig is the same all the time.
100%.
I think
Yeah.
one of the most like brilliant character traits
Yeah.
that you can have is to be consistent about who you are. It's really good. Craig, all credit.
All credit for that.
I think you're a legend.
And I don't think you completed your 7-day challenge yet. Or was it 5 days we set? I set him a 5-day challenge. He said he couldn't do the 5 kilometres run
Right.
because of his old man knees.
Sure.
And he said, what about this and what about
But
this?
all
So
that
went through
dancing.
yeah, that's it.
Dancer's knees.
Went through all these different things. And I said, right, I've got the one. This is the challenge. Go for 5 days without swearing.
I think
And I said that would be
easier,
impossible.
sure.
That would be impossible. So yeah, a bit of fun. Good stuff. Yeah, so however you're going on, keep going on, you know, and if
Yeah.
you need some help and support and a little bit of a G up, whatever.
Gia.
G up, that's the term.
Who's the old man now?
Me. I read this book, I can't remember his name.
Sidetrack.
Lenny somebody.
Henry.
No. He would get you going, wouldn't he?
He would.
I just always, Mr. Motivator and Lenny Henry, to me, are kind of interchangeable.
They're so different. You're oh my days, you're beyond. This is what I'm talking about.
No, I can't remember this. There's a book I read. He was a London gangster, and then he became an actor. He did some lock, stock, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he always used to talk about this kind of. He was going through the stories. He was the actual gangster. He'd been in prison and stuff. That's probably when he wrote his book about helping people out.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
Shaved head. Got that means
Anyway.
gangster. And he used to say, so this lady had come and something had had to taken all her husband's money or something. So I give her a little G up and say, "Don't worry, love, we'll sort it out."
Love the fact that all you're doing is explaining one little phrase, and
But
you
it's
go through this
important. It's
whole
important.
story.
This is just
Context is
how-
everything.
Context is everything. It's how my mind works.
I know it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's true.
A beautiful
It's
word.
true. So on that, if you need a little G up, help and support, anything, you know, give us a shout, and
Yeah.
we're going to enjoy our coffee now and a little
Sort
bit.
our dog out.
Sort our dog out before he loses it. I think he wants feeding because it's.
Okay, enough.
Yeah,
Enough.
it's 8:15. You just get to bed at 7:30, so he's a bit missing out.
Saturday morning. Then.
Yeah, and yeah, have a really good Saturday and a really good weekend. Might see you at boot camp 9:30
Nice.
on this Facebook page, and then yeah, relaxing weekend.